Have you ever wondered if there is a game where the fate of the world is in your hands? Of course there is. Alright viewers, still with me, Aji, and back again at Chabing, chatting about gaming. And today I'm going to tell you about the whole storyline of the game. Yeah, Dark Souls. Dark Souls is the one of the hardest game ever. So this game is not recommended for people who are feeling stressed, depressed, anxious, fever, broken leg, broken heart. Never mind. Mostly, Dark Souls players have no idea what the main storyline is, since this game doesn't tell the story directly. So you can figure out the story from the dialogues with the NPCs, and the only cutscenes that tell you the story of this game is in the prologue. Before we go any further, please remember that this video will contain spoilers for the entire game.
In the age of ancients, the world was unformed, shrouded by fog. A land of grey crags, arch trees, and everlasting dragons. But then there was fire, and with fire came disparity. Heat and cold, life and death, and of course, light and dark. Then from the dark they came and found the souls of lords within the flame.
In this part, the prologue tells the story of a world called Lodran, which is shrouded in darkness and ruled by ancient creatures. But then there is a fire appeared in a place called Kiln of the First Flame, which gave the power of fire to the four lords.
With the strength of lords, they challenged the dragons. Gwyn's mighty bolts peeled apart their stone skins. The witches weaved great firestorms. Nito unleashed a miasma of death and disease. And Seath the Scaleless betrayed his own, and the dragons were no more. Thus began the Age of Fire.
Finally, the four lords conquered Lodran and created an era, the Age of Fire. However, not long after, the era of fire began to fade. So Gwyn, one of the four lords, sacrificed himself to be burned in the kiln of the first flame. Unfortunately, after a long time, the era of fire began to fade again, and the world was almost surrounded by darkness once more, and the power of the lords began to divide it among the new lords.
Only in the ancient legends it is stated that one day an undead shall be chosen. To leave the undead asylum in pilgrimage to the land of the ancient lords Lordran.
The story begins with your character being chosen to escape from the undead asylum. For those who don't know what is the undead asylum is a facility that keeps undead people who have completely lost their sanity, or we call it hollow. Simply, the chosen undead have mission to return or link the edge of fire that has been fade. After arriving on the land of the ancient lord, Lodran, the chosen undead were not the first to be chosen. Many knights had been chosen, but most of them failed and became hollows. Now Lodran is filled with hollows and monsters from the darkness. The first mission of the chosen undead is to ring 2 bells of the awakening, located above the crowns in the undead burg and below Blighttown guard by the monster. After ringing the 2 bells of awakening, 2 things happened. The ancient serpent named Fram awakened and the Sand Fortress. Fram commands the chosen undead to go to Anorlondo, the Lord Gwyn's castle, from Sand's Fortress to take the Lord vessel held by the daughter of the Lord Gwyn, Guinevere.
Thou hast journeyed far and overcome much, chosen undead. Come hither, child. O chosen undead, I am Guinevere, daughter of Lord Gwyn and Queen of Sunlight. Since the day Father his form did obscureth, I have awaited thee. I bequeath the Lord vessel to thee.
After obtaining the Lord vessel, Fram leads the chosen undead to the firelink altar to place his Lord vessel. To open the door of the clean of the first flame, 4 souls with the power of the first flame must be placed inside the Lord's vessel. After opening the door to the clean of the first flame, the chosen undead discovered Lord Gwyn, who was still burning and had become hollow. In short, the chosen undead defeated the Lord Gwyn and burned himself to continue the age of fire. That is the entire storyline of Dark Souls in a nutshell. Characters in Dark Souls also have their own stories, such as Knight Artorias the Abyss Walker. If you want to know more about the story, don't forget to comment and click subscribe so you don't miss any notification from me. See you next time.